Hi folks, Gunny Magpul here with another away day guide. This one's for Bristol City. If you're heading to Ashton Gate to take on the Robins, everything you need is coming up next. Okay, City is one of Bristol's two major senior football clubs. They've played their home games at Ashton Gate since moving from St John's Lane in 1904. The ground is a little over 2 miles from Bristol Temple Mead to Mainline train station, but you do have a closer option at Parson Street, which is 2 stops heading west towards Taunton on the Great Western Line if you're willing to mess around with changes. It takes around 7 minutes and there are fairly regular services with 2 or 3 an hour throughout the day. This will still leave you with around 3/4 of a mile walk to the ground, which will take around 25 minutes. However, the away section is at the far end of the ground from here. There are also no visitor-friendly pubs in this area. Temple Meads is serviced by Great Western with a connection to London through Paddington and cross-country trains up and down the west coast, linking through Birmingham, Manchester and Glasgow for connecting services. If you're driving in and looking for parking, there's plenty of choices around the area to the north of the ground, just over the river, with larger multi-stories available closer to the city centre. I've used the one at Prince Street because it's decent value and handy for my accommodation, but there's a bunch of pay and display spaces using any spare land, like the ground under the flyovers. They're available in the area where the visiting pubs can be found. Speaking of which, pub options are very restricted once you cross the river, but if you stay around the strip of land between the Avon and the canal, then they're much more welcoming. The Cottage Inn actually has a car park right next to it and can be found behind a 6-foot stone wall just off Cumberland Road. The what 3 words of Axe to Star Basic will find you the gateway to access the car park, then the pub is just past the boatyard. Nearby, but a little easier to find, is the Nova Scotia on the corner of Avon Crescent at Nova Scotia Place at Video Allows Dirt, and this one also houses a hotel, so you can stay here if they have availability. Just over the canal swing bridge from there, you'll find the Pump House on the right, which has loads of outside beer garden space, making it a great choice for a sunny afternoon. Cannes area's equal for that one, and a quick hop from there, just along Oldfield Place on the far corner, you have the Rose of Denmark at Log's Gift prices, which offers quality real ales and a selection of Spanish-themed food menu items. These 4 are all within a very short walk of each other, and around 15 minutes walk from the away end. If you're coming in through Bristol Temple Meads and hanging around to meet others, there's a Spoons called the Knights Templar just out of the side entrance from the train station foyer and across the car park. You can find that one at Place Rash Animal, but be mindful that Spoons change their stance from time to time, and you may be asked to cover up your football shirt on a match day. For those wanting to stay over, Bristol has an abundance of choice for all budgets. There are a few hostels from as little as £17 per person around the Queen Square area through to all the major chain hotels, including these in ascending price order: Premier Inn, Novotel, Ibis, Travelodge, Holiday Inn Express and Doubletree by Hilton. The prices shown are a snapshot of a single point in time when I recorded this, purely to compare them to each other. These prices will change with demand and fill rates. That's just how hotels work. Anyway, once you're ready to head to the ground, you're going to be housed in the North Stand, which can be accessed via Ashton Road. If you've been drinking in the nearby away-friendly pubs, there's a footbridge and a route through the park to save you the longer walk around. Fans Twist Range is the area in front of the away stand. I've been Paul, have a fantastic trip, and I'll see you in the next one. If you found this useful, please drop me a like and a follow. It's totally free for you and helps me grow the channel and get it in front of the people like you who can benefit from it.